Hi there, I'm Tjia. I'm with Team Modena Motorsports in the GT3 Asia series here in 2009. I'm here to give you a very quick introduction to my car. I think the car is familiar to most people. It's a Ferrari. It's a Ferrari F-430. It's got a 4.3-liter engine, about 480 horsepower or so. Now the car is not exactly the same as a road car, of course, even though it does look very similar to the road car from Ferrari. What we've done to this car is we've made some basic modifications to make it eligible for the GT3 category. Now the key modifications that we've made is changing the suspension. We've put new tires on and new wheels. These are 18-inch wheels, so they're actually a little bit smaller than the road version, but they're much, much wider. And we've got new wheels as well. And as you can see, they've got a central locking mechanism so that when they need to change the tires, they only need to loosen one wheel. The other thing that we've done, and it's not so obvious, is that we've made the front track much wider. That gives the car a lot more stability in the corners, gives us a wider track, lower center of gravity as well. Now to do that, we've actually had to put on new fenders to make sure the wheels fit. They're made from plastic, very cheap, and in fact much, much wider than they are on the road car. The road car would be about there. These are much wider. Now if you go inside the car, obviously here there's a big difference compared to the road car. First of all, it's all the safety equipment. We've got a very big roll cage that's been welded in. Very important if you have any kind of accident or crash. We've got double crash protection here for the sides. And of course the roll hoop that goes all the way through the car. We've also got a carbon fiber seat, very light, and it completely hugs the body. Again, in the case of a crash, you're well protected. And more importantly, when you're going through corners, you don't slide around in the car. So you don't need to hold on to the steering wheel, you only use that for steering. In terms of braking, we only do have one brake pedal there, no clutch of course. The Ferrari uses a sequential gearbox that's operated by paddles that are on both sides of the steering wheel. Downshift here, upshift there. Now the last thing we haven't mentioned yet, of course, are the aerodynamics. This is very important for a race car, especially going through corners when you want to generate as much grip in the tires as possible. The way we do that is by putting as much downforce on the car as possible. Now the thing you see here, of course, is the rear wing. This is not a proper GT3 wing. It's, I guess, a locally made version, if you will, but it does the trick. This generates a few hundred kilos of downforce when we're going about over 200 kilometers an hour on the back straight, and obviously through the corners as well. Now, we don't only generate downforce in the front with the rear wing, we've also got at the front of the car, underneath the bumper, there is something that's called a splitter. This is the splitter here. You want to have this as low to the ground as possible, so you have very little air passing underneath the car that would tend to lift the car up. In fact, we're trying to get the air away from the front to go along the side rather than underneath, and that is the function that the splitter provides. So the longer the splitter, the more air is able to go along the sides of the car or over the car instead of under, and that generates the front downforce. And of course, you want the two of them to work relatively well in balance. Okay, well I think that finishes my talk. Just want to let you know this is my helmet. We obviously wear this for safety reasons. Every driver has their own individual helmet. This is mine, yellow and red. Of course, we do have a radio system that we carry in the helmet. We've got earpieces inside that we put in our ears. This plugs into the car, and we've got an antenna, and that's how we talk to our mechanics when we're out on the track. So we do stay in contact, of course, with the team. And I think that pretty much wraps it up. Don't go away, we'll be back.